It's like, okay, maybe I'm an asshole. Okay,
Maybe.
Confirm.
and maybe
We're almost certain of that, but
And, like,
we love you for it.
maybe I don't see the what would be considered
Colors?
the bright side. And welcome back to the Second Round Podcast. It's your host, Matt Hags, joined by, to my right, Sasquatch George, Jaylee Baby, Mike the Bike, and Zack. It's another week.
No jeans and sweater day today.
Not a jeans and sweater day.
He didn't come to
This
work.
time it's
Cozy day.
sweatpants.
Complete piece of shit day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How do you think?
Kroner's
What do you
game.
think's the ultimate piece of shit outfit?
Pajama pants.
Yeah.
Wearing pajamas in Walmart.
Yes.
That's so bad.
So many skeets, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say what I'm wearing now, but that's
No,
better.
pajama pants in public, man.
If you're wearing pajamas,
And a
Cookie
pajama
Monster,
pants with a
pajama
win-
pants in a Walmart.
Pajama pants with a
answer.
winter coat.
Yeah.
But
pajama
With the
pants-
fur on the hood.
But,
Yeah.
but tank
Yeah.
top under it, like
Yeah.
something light under it, just
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
coat.
so that like you literally threw your jacket on and went outside.
And it's like Walmart just opened.
Yeah, like no, like actually
No, like
5
3
minutes-
p.m.
five-
Yeah,
yeah.
3 p.m.
3
I was gonna
p.m.,
say
yeah.
5 minutes before close.
No, because
No.
then it's too late.
Yeah.
Middle of the day.
No one's there.
Like
so it's
Wednesday
ridiculous.
at 3 p.m.
Yeah, like-
midday, midweek.
Yeah, there we go.
Man,
I don't know.
That's
How long
where
does
you
that
like
mean?
you see the true pieces
And you
of shit.
scream it, you're a crying child.
yeah. And you put them not in like the little spot in the cart where you
Where you
sit
should
people.
put 'em, just in the main
middle.
basket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in like the thing. And they're just like throwing towels around
Yeah.
for
They're
no
just
reason.
causing mayhem.
Yeah, yeah.
Bouncing balls and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how here's a question, because let's be honest, all of us have been pieces of shit at some point in time. There's no getting around that. Okay, when you're
I used to be
a kid-
such a piece of shit in
yeah,
Walmart.
like when you're just
I
young,
used to be a big piece of shit.
oh,
and
I
it's
used
just bad, sloppy
Steaks.
steaks, like it's bad. But at what point is it like, oh no, this isn't just a kid being a piece of shit. This is just like
Horrible parenting.
terrible parenting and like
Yeah.
terrible house life. And I'm not trying to get too deep with it, but I'm like, sometimes you can just notice, and I feel so bad when I see it, and I'm like, that kid's gonna be fucked up because
Yeah.
he just has no hope. He or she has no hope when you look at their parents.
I won't say any names,
Yeah.
but like I'll go from personal experience when I realized like we were being a piece of shit, not just like being kids. Like being kids, we used to go around doing like Nicky Nine Door, or like
Yeah,
Ding
yeah.
Dong Ditch, whatever you want to call it. Like that's fine. Like while I'm an anxious person anyway, and I was uncomfortable when people were like freaking out at us and we'd be running away. Like I was still there, but like it got to a point one time, like in the middle of houses we were doing that to, someone, not gonna name names because it was multiple people, would just like kick in a fence, like someone's backyard
Oh, that's
fence, just
fucked.
like kick it in and run away.
Property
That's
damage.
property
Then
damage.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's
So
not-
that's when I was like, I feel like we're pieces of shit now.
That's not like a childhood
Exactly.
game. That's just like full on.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
just
get
vandalism.
charged.
That's
Yeah.
vandalism.
Vandalism. So I'm
I mean,
not
I'm
gonna
not
do
gonna
anything.
lie.
It's kind of like stealing movie theater signs.
Yeah. Oh, I was one of the best at it.
You used to do that?
Oh fuck yeah.
Where are they?
Like, how do you
Where
even
are they
do
now?
that?
Well, what was the Paddington the bear?
We took Paddington the Bear one time, the cardboard one. Yeah.
Oh, like the stand-ups. Like I
Yeah,
thought you meant
yeah.
like the ones that are in case.
No, no, no,
And, like
no, no.
you're fucking like
Like the poster.
Mission
Oh.
Impossible. Like
Oh
unhooking-
no! We
pull
had a
out.
Mission Impossible one time. Me and I'll incriminate him. Fucking
No,
Dutch.
no.
Me and
no
Dutch.
names.
We one evening at like 11:30 after we came out of a movie. It was when James Bond Skyfall was in theaters, and the poster was quite literally, it was like the vinyl ones that was like probably about 8-9 feet tall, like in length, and it was suspended from the ceiling. But on the way into the movie, Dutch noticed that it was only suspended by like string, so we went to this is so bad. We went to Fog City at the time.
A restaurant.
Which,
Went in.
which is now like a
Yeah,
clothing store,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it used to be a restaurant.
Yeah.
in the movie theater.
Went in.
just so everyone knows.
Swiped a knife from Fog City, like a little butter knife, not a fucking big station.
Okay.
I was
I was
gonna
gonna say.
say,
Little
Jesus
butter knife.
Christ.
Dutch put me up on his shoulders, and I went up using the butter knife, cut the string on the two thing, rolled up the massive poster, and booked it out of the mall. It was like a massive thing. So
Just two of you?
Yeah, just two of us.
Pulled off the heist of the century?
Yeah, and then
What time was this? Like, when was
probably
this?
like quarter to 12.
was gonna
maybe
say,
a
had
little
to be late.
after.
No
Like
one
late
around.
enough that like no one's in the mall besides if you're in a movie. Like,
Gotcha.
and we were like kind of like, you know how like when you get out of the movie and there's that rush, and then like we were kind of being hoodlums, like just waiting around. Like went to the washroom for like 20 minutes after the end of our showtime type thing. So yeah, we were just being hoodlums.
What are you doing in there?
Jerking each other off.
Nice.
Two hands. It was crazy.
Classic.
One hand on myself.
Right on.
In the butt. Anyways, but yeah, so it was, but it was also, we were in a phase where like Dutch would call it gaffing because he didn't like stealing things. He didn't want, in his eyes, it wasn't stealing. What he said was, I don't take anything that has like monetary value to like someone. Like you're not going to take like, say like, a DVD from a store and like take it home to watch it because that's like something you would buy and has but in his head this poster had no value to anyone because you can't buy the poster. So or like we used to take a bunch of road
Because the theater
signs.
bought it.
Like we used to take a lot of like road signs, like stop signs and like funny street names and just jack them straight up, just take them.
Those signs are expensive.
Yeah, I get it. Now, in looking like I said, doing hood rat shit right with your friends. Like at a certain point, we were
Kids
just
are
being
the
scum.
biggest piece
like,
of
we were just
shit
pieces
ever.
of
Oh,
shit,
man.
So I'll never forget this. To end the story, I hid everything in the crawl space because Dad never ever went in there. No one went in there. It was like in the corner. One day, Dad goes to get like, I think we had a broken chair in there, and Dad went to go get it to throw it out to the dump, and he goes in there, and there's probably about 6 or 7 stop signs, 5 street signs, this massive poster, like a bunch of shit, and he lost his shit. He
What
was
were you
like,
keeping
this
all
is
that for?"
incriminating. Yeah, I don't know, just because we wanted to.
Souvenirs.
Because it was cool.
It was cool back in the day, man. Like that's what cool kids did.
15-year-old hags. Yeah, it was fucking sick,
It
man.
was fucking like, look at that fucking row sign. That's a sick row sign. Could put that up my window.
I've seen like.
And to be
that's
fair,
not just us being idiots. Like
Yeah.
everyone does that when they're
yeah,
kids. Like, that's-
I think every generation goes through a phase where you start doing dumb shit. But you know what was mind blowing to me was not to say that like, oh, our generation was better than your generation, but TikTok made that mentality turn into something crazy. Yeah, like the Tasty Licks thing where they're stealing urinals inside fucking schools and
That's
shit. Like
fucked.
that's like, don't get me wrong.
like it's
I
like
am not
stealing for clout.
Yeah, like I'm not saying what I did wasn't dumb, stupid, cost the town a lot of money, and just was immature. But that's like, that's even more. Like that's a different scale.
That's
Like
just-
I'm taking a stop sign, not in a busy intersection, like in the corner of some street that like it just wanted it because it's dumb to do. They're like, we're gonna rip a urinal off the wall in this establishment.
It's caused a bunch of water damage.
Yeah, like let's just make shit
let's
go
just
nuts.
cause a $200,000 insurance claim.
nuts in there. God damn it! It's just like I can't believe it, man. But like I wouldn't want to. Speaking of like bad parenting and shit, I'd be so scared to raise a kid in today's day and age, man.
Oh man.
You gotta be able to punish him. That's where.
But like
it
you
comes
can't
down
because
to.
all the libs.
I know.
Like it's
but
but
Actually-
like realistically,
actually,
Greggy should have
yeah.
beat the shit out of you.
yeah, probably. You should have.
You
Should have kicked me in my ass.
You should have beat
Yeah.
the shit out of you properly.
And I never would have did it again.
Exactly.
But you haven't though.
Note to note to
Maybe
self.
you did.
Not
Really?
that you should beat the shit out of kids. Well, I think Greggy should have beat the shit out of Hag. Just so that we're clear.
Yeah, violence against kids, terrible. Violence against me, A-okay.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Greggy takes out the boxing gloves. You and me, kiddo. Here we go. Come on, Matty. Put him up.
Out in the court. Out in the court.
No tunneling. No tunneling here. No turtling, I meant to say.
Let's see what you made of, Manny.
Yeah.
It's a measuring stick, Manny.
The game inches.
Yeah, it's a-
Like I was inches right next to your fucking temple.
You hungry, Matty?
Fucking using my
Hungry,
forehead.
man.
Here's
You
another
want knuckle
sandwich.
Just using my forehead as a speed bag. Just fucking.
it's a measuring stick.
It's a measuring stick, Manny boy. You can't beat me. Who else? Who are you gonna fight, boy?
Sorry for the inside jokes, everyone. But
It's
that is
okay.
some Greg Haggerty
Yeah.
mannerisms right there.
That's it. That's a classic
Government
jihad
name.
statement.
Oh,
It's a
my
classic
bad.
jihad statement.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
I'm probably not going to.
Oh.
I don't care. It's Dad. But speaking of measuring sticks, I mean, we had a big little weekend there last weekend. The boys got pretty on the go. One of our good buddies, not to get too personal as always, but one of our good buddies, Nick, came home, and it was unannounced,
Out of the blue,
surprise, and so we just got a little kerfuffled. And me and you, Jail, first night, kind of tore up in poker.
We fucking shredded. We played a cash game of poker. and it was like we started off with $20. Instead of like just getting your chips, you get a value of your chips. So like each chip had a money value, and it started with 20. I ended up with I left there with like 240.
Oh my god!
And you left there with like 100.
I made.
What are you talking about?
I made like 87.
Played a
bucks.
cash game poker at
Cash
Henny's.
game poker at Henny's. Yeah,
Oh,
I made.
okay.
I think I came home with like 90 or something like that
Yeah.
profit. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was fun as fuck.
It's a great time. Would do again.
Anytime we play poker in the future, I vote cash game.
The only
Our
thing.
invite got lost in the mail, Zach. If you didn't realize.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was not the one planning or hosting.
Yeah, did not do any of that. Shout out your boy Henny. Government name of the podcast.
He'll never listen to this.
No, he never would. But love him to death. No. Anyways, long story short, our buddy came home, so we did that the first weekend. Great time. Then I had the buys over in the garage, which is quickly becoming
The new hub.
the new hub for
I love it.
some
It's
for some
fucking-
beers.
It's sick.
I think it's the perfect ratio of size to space, like in the sense of everyone's kind of in the same place, but you can separate a little bit by the people that are closer
People
to the
playing
wood
darts.
stove if you want to play
Yeah,
darts.
I was about to say, can I make a statement?
Yeah.
Drinking in a garage / cabin just hits
Way better.
astronomically different.
So
Yeah,
much
it's
different,
so
man.
much better.
There's something about just like opening the door in minus 10 degree
Yeah.
weather and everyone's just grabbing a beer straight out of their case and it's ice cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, fast forward, the reason why I bring all this up is not only to say, love you very much, Nick. Thanks for coming home. 2 years. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you again. But you boys got hammered, and we're kind of going to double down because next weekend is some birthday celebrations for a certain man in the middle of the pod.
This guy.
And we're
No, this guy.
so
I already had my birthday weekend.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to double it down and get kerfuckled.
I'm down.
It's-
I did dry January, but like I drank.
You did dry January minus 4 days.
Yeah. So what I did is you just borrow a day from February where you're not gonna drink.
But that could be a Tuesday.
Exactly. So I did.
So
dry-
I'm boring half of
So
February
wait.
and half of March.
Yeah, I was about to say. So couldn't I just do dry January where I get absolutely fucked every
don't drink
weekend,
during the
but
week?
boil Monday to Thursday every week of Friday?
I think it needs to be a weekend day or night.
Yes.
What I said or what he said?
Hags.
Okay.
But it makes more sense for a weekend day. But yeah, no, I borrowed 4 days, so I'm still good on dry January.
Jill didn't do dry
No,
January.
he didn't do dry January.
Jill just drank because he
Took a
wanted
couple
to, and
weekends
dry
off.
January is fucking stupid.
I totally agree, man. I'm starting to get sick.
This
of
whole like
obviously-
New Year's resolution bullshit, just fuck off. Just
Same thing.
like
You know what?
It doesn't have to be a resolution. Just fucking just do better and don't tell anybody about
I
it.
made this.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
that.
I don't need to hear about how you're not drinking this month. Like
You're
I
the
don't
same
care.
shitty fucking piece of shit that you were last
Yeah,
year.
like
so.
Debbie, like the gym is gonna be there in March too. Like it's not only gonna be there in January.
I actually recommend going in March because it's a lot less busy.
Yeah, and if you're gonna,
Has it-
if you want to do a New Year, New Me, and go to the gym, wait till fucking March because
Like,
I'm
okay.
sick of
Have a
seeing all the people
Q2
in January.
resolution, not a New Year resolution.
Yeah.
Q2, baby.
Has it died down at all?
No, it's fucking crazy. If you go there, like I try to go after work, and it's just like it's the only time where the gym is like fucking pissed off
Just to be
busy.
devil's advocate, to your point.
But that is usually when it's busy anyway.
Yeah. To
Yes.
be devil's advocate. What's wrong with fucking people bettering themselves?
No, absolutely not. But what I'm saying is, I like with someone like
I
say
want
for
everyone to be
example,
so fat. Like,
well, let's
literally.
just I like if we ask someone to do something and they're like, oh, like I'm doing dry January, so like I can't. I'd love to, but just not this January. In February, I'm like, so what's the difference of you drinking on January 25th versus drinking on February 2nd? Absolutely fucking nothing.
It's like
here's-
Valentine's Day when you think about
Well,
it.
I was literally about to make this point. So my whole thing about New Year's resolutions,
Yes.
dry January, shit like that is I'm perfectly fine with you bettering yourself or making a decision. But don't make that decision based off of like, oh, this is like my moment to do it. Because in reality, you should just do it because that's what you want to do for your life. It doesn't matter if it's
Exactly.
January, February,
That's
March,
my
April.
point.
It doesn't
That's
matter if
my
it's New Year's
point.
resolution. Same thing with this fucking goddamn Valentine's Day bullshit. I have no problem going on a little date, doing whatever. But I don't need to be told by corporate America that I'm supposed to love you on this day. If I fucking love you, guess what I'm going to do? Love you 365 days a week. I ain't going to fucking show up
Days a week.
with a bouquet of flowers. Yeah, 365 days a week. Do it. Figure it out.
Pause. Say that word again.
365 days a
No.
week.
No,
The
bouquet.
flowers.
Bouquet.
He said he fucked it up the first
Okay.
time.
Pussy
It
cat.
sounded a bit weird.
What, I,
It's
did I
all
say
right. It's all
pussy?
right.
No, you're like bouquet. What did he,
I don't know what he said,
Would
but
you
it
rather-
wasn't right.
It
But
wasn't right.
it was like 80%
I was
right.
also in the middle of a rant.
Yeah.
So that
I
was-
know, but I was hoping you were gonna say it again, and then I could.
just fuck me up.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, it's all about fucking me up on this podcast.
It is.
It is really.
Speaking of which, Greggy, get down here. I really see him get fucked up.
Bring the boxing gloves.
Greggy, I think I found some more signs under the house.
Brings the one from down there.
But yeah, to close my rant, I don't think I need a reason to go take my fucking girlfriend out to do something. It's
Yeah.
just I don't like it. I don't feel like the pressure.
I just remember one year, this was a long time ago, when Jess asked me to go out for supper for Valentine's Day, and I was like, why do we need to do it on Valentine's Day? I was like, this is so stupid.
It's just busy.
It's just busy as fuck, and like I was like, why do I need a day for us to go do something?
So everyone else can see that you did it.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I think it's fucking stupid. So
My thing is like it's not even necessarily the idea of going for dinner or something like that. What I'm saying is like it can just be something a little small. Like I saw this thing, okay? Fucking Jen sent it to me, okay? It was a TikTok of this guy, and they were like in a relationship, and the person got asked to like still had to ask his like girlfriend to be his Valentine. And what he did was he got in their car and put like a bunch of notes that was like he pulled there was like these like little hearts, cardboard hearts on the visor. So when she pulled down the visor, it was like open up the glove compartment. And he'd open up the glove compartment, there's a little letter giving her all these fucking instructions.
question,
Just to be like, what?
before you continue.
Yeah.
Is this leading to her saying that she
Want me
wanted
to do
you
that? No, she thinks it's absolutely stupid.
Okay,
We're
thank
good.
you.
But her, like, well, yeah.
I was like, okay, red flag, red flag.
So like she saw this and she was like, what do you think of this? I was like, I think it's way too much and kind of dumb. Like that's crazy. And she was like, yeah, I totally agree. But that's besides the point.
She's
My-
like, yeah, you're right, yeah, so stupid.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I was about to say that to you too.
Who would ever do that?
So like
Single tear falls.
With our homes wide open.
I just look at her location at 2 a.m. She's about halfway to Terra Nova for no reason. Just been driving.
She's on top of the bluff. She's waiting for your response if she's gonna jump or not.
I zoom in on the location and you can actually see her circle getting smaller as she's falling.
I'm 6 feet from the edge.
Okay, sorry.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, I don't like it. But also, you know what I also think is kind of dumb that I've been seeing a lot of trends of lately of just people doing dumbass shit.
No, tell me, Maddie.
Tell me more.
It's like, okay, maybe I'm an asshole, okay?
Maybe.
Confirm.
And maybe
We're almost certain of that, but
And, like,
we love you for it.
maybe I don't see the what would be considered
Colors?
the bright side. But maybe I don't see the, shall we call this the brighter side of things. What's up, okay? What's up with all the, it's not even just like TikTok and stuff, but like quite literally across the board. TikTok, YouTube, mainstream media. What's up with all the shows about people with mental disabilities? Like, hear me out.
Love
Like,
on the Spectrum?
Like Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, man,
all
they're
the
good
fucking.
shows,
But okay,
though.
but here's my thing. Okay, and maybe
I've never watched them. Are they good or are they just
they're-
trolling?
No, they're good. Like they're kind of trolling, but they're good.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, am I crazy?
Let's show a camera in these fuckers.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like literally.
Saying
And it-
they're
like,
basically just trying to monetize their
mental
disability.
disabilities.
Yeah.
Because listen, let's be real. If they didn't have those mental disabilities,
No
you're
one's
watching that show.
no one's watching the show.
No, you're watching it to see how these fucking people, these people,
These people.
And that's hey, well,
I'm being honest.
You're
I'm not
100%
saying, I'm
right.
not trying to like say. I'm just saying like what.
like the first time. Now, when you first, maybe when you get into it, a couple episodes, you actually fall in love with the characters and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at first,
You're watching-
your
you wanna
100%
see.
sole reason for clicking on that is because I really need to see what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
and it's not because you're like it's like
Is it a good show though?
It's the equivalent of like a Too Hot to Handle. I've never watched it, but what I've
Too Hot
seen-
to Handle?
But what I'm saying is Too Hot to
They're
Handle
shit,
is a
man.
show. They're
That-
terrible shows.
yeah.
I love Too Hot to Handle.
It's so bad.
so trashy. It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's wicked.
shitty reality
Yeah, it's
TV.
fucking sick.
But you're watching it to see the shit show that happens.
Like
on
Love
it.
Yeah.
is Blind is
And when
probably
you
better.
watch a show, like, I feel like when you first click on that show, when you first see the headline, Love on the Spectrum, you're watching to see if it becomes a shit show. And that to me is, at least with the too hot to handle people, they're assholes that are full of themselves and they think they're really hot when half the time they're not. I don't know what happened to reality TV anymore, but they cannot find.
They're taking anyone they can get now.
Literally, you can't find
All the dudes are hot. They can't get any hot girls, man.
It's tough.
But
It's a
it's
tough
probably
day.
because they're just making money off like social
OnlyFans.
media and stuff.
OnlyFans.
they
Yeah,
don't
it's all
need
the hot chicks
money
don't even
from
need it.
reality TV
Yeah.
show, yeah.
No.
They're like, hey, you want to get 25 grand to come and do this show? And like, fuck no, I made that literally this morning. Yeah.
Have you ever seen my OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I'm top 1% in the world.
Yeah. I do. I appreciate that perspective, it though, Hags. That's like, it's kind of shitty that they're trying to monetize off like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll
Yeah.
be on the reason I had it pop up in my head is I follow a lot of like cooking stuff and like a lot of reels come up. There's a cooking show.
Me and
that
Jess
gets
were watching the other day. And
gets
it's
a fuck
it's
ton
the
of
best.
views,
It's the
and
best.
It's literally just
Two of the
guys.
fellas?
Yes,
Yeah.
two of the fellas with Down syndrome,
Yeah.
and they're just cooking and they're fucking shit up and they're just like
They're beauties, though.
They're so, but like
They're
I
awesome.
would.
They are the best. They are the
And, like
best.
that's what I'm saying. If you're watching that, and like this is what I'm saying. It's like
I
there's a
live
certain-
my life
when
trying to
you-
get that happy.
When you first watch that, when you first scroll up, you're watching because you want to see the shit show. But then as you watch a couple more videos, you're like, oh my god, these guys got carts of gold. They're just doing something that they enjoy. They're
Yeah.
having fun. Like great. But there's a dark side to that viewership where if there's 500,000 are watching to see if one of them like stabs the other with a fork. Like I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's not.
It's
okay,
100% the
but it's
truth.
100%
truth.
the truth, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when did we as like a society just be like, that's a fair game. Let's go. That's inside the line.
Like half the people are watching and they're like, man, these guys are funny as shit.
Yeah.
But then the other side is like, I'm not gonna say it.
yeah, but, like we know what like, and that's I don't know. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. to me.
The Love on the Spectrum show, like I actually watched it. It's actually good. And like there was like this 60-year-old dude, and he fucking like hasn't had a date ever.
Oh.
But then like they like helped him find a date.
Right.
So like it's like there's both sides. It's like it's shitty that they're doing it, but it's also like good because how else are they gonna?
I am not.
So
saying,
is that what it is? Is it based on
trying
like
to find
people?
love
They're
for
fun.
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like they just throw 20 mentally disabled people in a room and say fucking go at it. Like they're one-on-one with
Imagine
them.
if they had like Big Brother, but for like Spectrum people, and like they had them doing the challenges and
Hey,
like, but like the
new show idea.
Hey,
Hey.
like but actual Big Brother, like the same
Second
like,
round
the same
podcast?
difficulty,
That's our idea.
the same difficulty of challenges.
the same difficulty?
Oh.
I just feel like instead of playing like rock paper scissors, they're playing like actual like Big Brother challenges.
That'd be fucking nuts.
That would be insane.
And like, what were our reaction?
We need to
to
edit
that
all
is
this
why
out because
on the
we're
problem.
gonna recreate that
Someone
ourselves.
opens Pandora's box and like fucking forgets it.
Jesus Christ.
Someone gets like the power.
Game gets fucked.
Like it's just. But either way,
Mike, fuck up. We're fine.
My name is
Either-
Justin Trudeau.
either way, well, JT over there, he'll be fine in a bit. But either way, I'm just saying to me that's like it's a weird place for me mentally when I see stuff like that. Because like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not better than anyone. When I first saw some of those clips, I thought half the same thing. Man, I was chuckling myself like this is fucked.
Yeah.
Like can't believe this is on the internet. And
Yeah.
then you watch a couple more.
Well, like
these
that's
guys
what
are amazing.
starts you is you
Yeah.
start it because it's funny. Like I was watching with Jess the other night because they popped up on her timeline. I was like, shit. I was like, Hags showed me them like last week. I was like, we were watching them forever, and like we were watching them. Like at first you start watching them because you're dying laughing at them because like they're funny as hell. They're just standing up like kind of looking at each other and they're like spoon,
it's like
spoon,
the-
and then he grabs when he says a wooden spoon and he grabs a metal, he grabbed a metal fucking big metal fucking scooper spoon. And it's the funniest thing ever, man.
Editing
Like,
on it too is hilarious.
oh yeah, they're awesome.
a solid
Yeah,
production.
whoever does it for them does a wicked job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they're better at fucking cooking than I am.
Well, you had a
Hence
tough day
tonight.
today.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Tell
You
us
showed
about-
up late to the
tell us about
pod.
your little shit show.
This is like a 48-hour ordeal. So I'll start off. Myself and my
That's like me
significant
last night.
other
Fiance.
fiance went to a cabin
Roman
for
Reigns.
the weekend. It was great. But so at the cabin, there's a charcoal barbecue.
Gotta love it.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm so bad at starting that thing up. It's just so difficult. I follow the instructions every time, and I just can't keep it hot. So we were
How do you even do
steaks
it?
last night. You're supposed to like put the coals in like a pyramid, and then like douse them with lighter fluid, and
Yeah.
then wait a bit for it like to soak in, and then you light it on fire, and it's supposed to have a big flame,
Yeah.
which eventually like makes the coals like ashy, and
Super,
you spread
yeah.
them around so that it's like residual heat from the coal. Am I right in
Yes.
saying that?
Yes.
So I know this because it should be that easy, but I don't know if it's the location, the wind, just they wouldn't get ashy and they wouldn't keep heat.
So, only thing I will say, not to delve in the technicalities of this. I personally think lighter fluid doesn't work that well.
Okay.
I use fire starters because they're
Right.
burning consistently to
Right.
keep. Now, that doesn't mean you can't add lighter fluid to that.
Right.
But the only times I've ever seen a charcoal barbecue really, really work is you make the pyramid, you light the ones on the bottom, and then they kind of catch the ones on top, and
Right.
you wait that bit, and that starts it. But
Right.
I find like it's similar to like if you only have like a little small piece of paper in a wood fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you need a good base of something that's going
Right.
to burn for a little while. And I find the gas just kind of because it's just lighter fluid. So
Right.
like as soon as it's done burning, it's done.
Right. So we had these steaks marinating since Friday, with the whole plan to do them Saturday night, like Friday morning. And I just couldn't get this fucker to work. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I was like, Sam, we're gonna fucking make wings and pizza dip, and we'll do the steaks on Sunday night when we're home, and I have a fucking barbecue. That works. So pissed off last night. Fast forward to today, and we're meeting here at 7 p.m. sharp, and I'm like, okay, I can't be late because I just can't be late because I'm notorious for being late. That's like kind of the label I have on myself. So I'm like, I'm starting this bitch early, putting the potatoes on for like 2 hours because I always fucking don't cook those either. So I have a little shitty Walmart barbecue, and of course tonight, first of all, the ignition won't work. So I'm like, that's fine. I'll use a barbecue lighter. I get them lit, but like the barbecue lighter's like at the end of the fuel, so I just get the barbecue lit. Fucking. I'm like, it's gonna do. I slapped the fucking marinade steaks on, which had oil in the marinade. So I'm like, oh, the oil, like, even if it's not working that great, the oil will, like, hit the flames. It'll be a big flame, and it'll get hot, and it'll cook, whatever. So I'm like, that's fine. I'm doing everything else for supper because I want to be on time. Half an hour where I'm supposed to be, like, the half an hour mark where I'm supposed to start eating, done, leave to come here. I open up the barbecue, the last thing that needs to be done. Barbecue's not on. Steaks aren't cooked a fucking bit. Not even as soon as I closed that fucking lid, the flame was like, see ya.
Just fully
Fucking
raw.
yeah, just so raw. My blood is boiling because I've been waiting for these steaks forever. Sam knows I get mad, so she's like, I gotta step the fuck away from this psychopath. So I come to the house. I'm like, where's the fucking skillet? I gotta do these things on the fucking fry pan.
Yeah.
And everything else is ready. So everything else is getting cold at this point. But I'm like, I gotta do it. I had 3 steaks because I was gonna do one for tomorrow. Only 2 would fit in the fucking skillet. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I put the skillet on, starts up. It starts getting really smoky. But I'm like, okay, it's supposed to have a little bit of smoke. Like the skillet's supposed to be hot. Because I'm gonna do it on each side and then stick it in the oven and be done with it. So I'm doing it. And it's working, but the smoke keeps getting more and more. I'm like, okay, I'm just fucking doing these 2. I'll leave the raw one and figure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to fucking do these, pop them in the oven, whatever. Me being a fucking genius I am, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just take the 2 that I already fried, put them on a pan and put those in the oven and attempt to do the 3rd one.
Was it an oven safe
On
pan?
Yeah, it was an oven safe
Okay.
pan, so it's fine.
But it's a cold pan.
But it's a cold pan. Anyway, that's not the issue. That worked perfectly fine.
Okay.
But when I go to start doing the 3rd steak, I was like, oh, like Gordon Ramsay. I've seen like videos where he like puts butter in the skillet.
Oh no, you burnt all that butter.
And
That
fucking,
butter was so burnt.
and fucking like baste it and whatever. So I put the butter in, and now it's really smoking. Like, like it's a gray cloud coming off from the skillet. And I'm like, this is gonna be a little smoky, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Sam at this point comes over because she sees the fucking soon-to-be fire happen. She's like, you're not doing that. I'm like, no, it's fine. Listen, like, give me 1 second. She's like, well, at least open the door because, like, the house is fucking looks like a house fire. So I go to open up the door and let some smoke out. And this time, now, to put it in perspective, 5 seconds, like 5 steps away from my stove to the back door. The time it took me to open up that door, I turn around and the skillet is just engulfed in flames.
Oh,
On fire. Fire's fucking alarm going off.
holy shit!
Everything else is still cooking, and I'm still trying.
Potatoes are so cooked at this point.
Don't get me started. That's coming. I see the flames, and she goes, all I hear Sam go, oh, fuck. I grab the oven mitt. I grab the skillet. I'm like, go get the fire alarm. Because then just fucking beeping, pissing me off, making me even more rage. Grab the skillet. Just get the fucking fire alarm. Throw it in the snow. The skillet is just in the snow, being engulfed with fucking smoke going everywhere. Just waiting for the flames.
A cast iron?
All of a sudden, Mike looks outside. There's a water bomber flying over his house because he thought someone sending smoke signals up the fucking out the Southland. It's like fucking Christ.
So that finally stops. At this point, I'm enraged. Like, I'm seeing red. I'm so
I can
mad.
picture you right now.
Yeah.
I can
Like you
picture
look
you.
like
And Sam's trying to do damage control too. Like, she's
Are
trying
you
to
like?
go-
Are you the level of jumping over the boards, Matt?
Yeah. Sorry.
no, keep going.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, you remind me of like a war veteran during like Nam. Like,
Yeah.
just ready to go.
So, but Sam
He's-
calms me down. So he
I'm
goes,
sorry. It's like in the Bear.
Yeah.
And like when they started doing the takeout orders and they had like 50,000 of them at the same time, and then what's the guy's name? Jeremy Allen White, is it?
Yeah.
And he just started going ape shit. Do you remember that? So that's what I'm picturing
Yeah.
you like.
that's very accurate.
You're just wandering around the kitchen, just fucking swearing, and everything that's coming out of your mouth is.
Profanity.
And God
Yeah.
loves Sam. She's a saint because she puts up with it and she knows how to de-escalate me. So she de-escalated the situation.
Little rub and
She's like,
tug?
It's fine. No, it's fine. Let's just eat what we got made.
Shut the
It's
fuck
what-
up, Michael.
She's like, well, I'm like, at least the
She knows how to calm me down. Shut the fuck up.
Go to your corner. You're on timeout right now.
I said, fucking leave it.
Leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it the fuck alone. Anyway, she's like, let's just eat what we have cooked. Like, you did a fine job, I'm sure. Which, honestly, she did say the steaks were really good after I did them in the skillet.
Because all the smoke, right?
Yeah. And so the steaks came out like perfect medium rare medium, which was great. So that part wasn't bad. What pisses me off is, and I jinxed myself because I said, well, at least the fucking potatoes are done because they've been on for 3 fucking hours. We open up the potatoes and they're fucking raw.
No.
She's like, no, it's fine. I'm putting them in the microwave. We're gonna fucking eat this or not gonna make.
So why were they raw?
I had them on the barbecue for like an hour and a half. I had them in the oven.
Mike,
for like
your
an hour.
steaks were raw.
No.
Yeah, but plus that, I had it in the oven on 450 for like an hour. Plus,
They should
the
be cooked
barbecue.
at that point.
Thank you.
450 in the oven for an hour. They definitely should
Yeah.
be cooked.
Yeah.
How big were they?
They're like,
They were pretty big.
yeah, they're like a
Like
big
a handful?
potato.
Like a handful?
Like one hand, yeah.
Like if you were to equate it to breast size.
I'm not doing
One
that.
Salty.
It's a good
Solid
size.
C.
Anyway, at least the steaks came out good.
He's like, well, same as well.
And I think she was trying to make me feel better because like she was like, "Oh, the steaks are really good though," and she was like,
He's gaslighting you?
Yeah, she was,
It's actually charred.
and she was like,
She's cutting, eating it, putting it past her mouth into a garbage can behind
job
her.
with
Just
supper,
fucking-
Michael.
I was gonna say,
Mike is here eating it head down. She's like, they're great. Yeah, thanks.
yeah, she even made the comment. She was like, she was eating. She's like, "Yeah, these are really good. Like, suck it, Hags." Like, it's like Hags. Because Hags is notoriously good for cooking, so like she was trying to make me feel better, but I know it wasn't as good. Yeah, but like she,
Catching strays.
yeah,
For no
no
reason.
reason.
Strays.
But like, yeah, so that's my. And then I had to scarf that down. Whatever I did have cooked.
Yeah, fuck, thanks.
Yeah. And I just fucking beelined it out of there into here. So that's my story. I'm sorry. That definitely sounded like it was like.
I can only imagine how pissed off you were trying to eat that meal.
But there's only been a couple times where I've been that mad. One of them is the comment Josh made. The time I almost jumped over the boards in a beer league hockey game because I was about to fucking rage until Zack suckered the guy from fucking.
I didn't suck her.
No, I didn't. No, I
It
didn't.
was a shove.
Yeah, that and I would probably say a couple times on video games where my voice definitely got elevated. And
What
I'm glad we
about
said that.
what about gambling at Scalen's Cabin with a certain dealer?
Oh, that's
the maddest I've seen you.
I wasn't that mad, but I was getting
That's
close.
the maddest I've seen
Yeah,
you.
that's what
We're-
I've thrown
I
out.
was in the hot tub
We were
having
in
a
the
heart to
hot
heart
tub.
with my buddies
Yeah.
about my life at that point, and all of a sudden Mike just comes out the fucking back door, no patio.
It was.
fucking
Let's just
going
say
nuts.
inside the house, the vibes are much different.
Yeah, like we were having a good time.
Yeah.
I was baked as fuck, man. Just trying not to get hit.
So
I
we
was
were
over in the
sat at
corner.
the table dealing blackjack, sitting on eggshells with Mike.
Oh man, and like I was pretty.
Mike was
Whoa. Dealer took all my money as well. So then when Mike started getting mad, I was like, "Yeah, fuck him up, Mike."
Josh was like, he could punch him in the face right now, and I might jump in.
Just provoking it.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't provoked. I was just like, "I'll let it happen."
It's like I got 20 on
What a
like,
fucking piece of shit, hey, Mike. You should really do something about that while I watch.
When you punch
Well, I
him,
watched
Mike.
with my iPhone open on the camera app.
Yeah.
Josh pretending to look at the weather.
It's like, oh, it's gonna be really, it's gonna be really cloudy tomorrow, guys. Really cloudy.
Actually, just taking a video.
Anyway,
World
I
star.
get mad sometimes. I'm fine now. That's okay.
Man, especially cooking though, like, because where, like, with cooking, if you fuck it up, it's hard to get it back.
That's like me and pancakes, man. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah. So like, I
Can't
feel
do
you.
it.
When something goes wrong, I'm like, fuck sakes, like, god damn it. But then it's like,
And I think it hurt even more just because, like, this was a plan all weekend.
yeah, they were married this Friday.
I had a rough weekend, by the way.
Hey, let it out, man.
let it out.
Because I was also going to make pizzas this weekend on my pizza oven. And I fucking was moving the pizza oven, and the pizza stone that never comes flying out
Oh,
because
no.
it's like there's a little ledge that like catches it, flew straight out of the oven and just smashed on the fucking patio.
Brutal.
So like I had a rough weekend. So
That's
like
tough. Are you gonna get a new one? How do you get a new one?
you can order them online. They're
Okay.
like 50, 60 bucks.
That
It's just
sucks,
like-
but it's like,
Yeah, I'd buy a fucking drill at Canadian Tire.
when the fuck are you gonna use that?
That's what I'm saying. And dude, our laundry door hinges were getting loose, and I was like, I can't. I was like, I'm not gonna go through my whole life without a drill. I was like, I do need to get a drill. So I went and bought one. It was like $130. It was like 200 on sale for 130. So I was like, I can suck it up. But I didn't want to go buy a fucking drill. Then I had to go buy bits. Bits were like $35. So it was like $180 for a fucking drill I got to use for like 5 seconds, and then I'm never going to touch it again for another like 5 or 6
I
months
will
probably.
say,
Yeah.
I will say to be devil's advocate to Hags, when you do own a home, you don't realize how much you need a drill.
Oh, you do.
And
Yeah.
you don't realize how useful it is to have a drill.
Okay.
Like if
I'm
you
gonna
had to
be-
hand screw something, you're like, holy fuck,
No,
I would kill
it's
myself.
not even that, because I get what you're saying with that point, and I agree with it. But I will call Zach out a little bit to his face right now with this. When I look at Zach as a homeowner, he is very similar in my mind to Greggy. Greggy is salt of the earth. He does so much for his family, around the house, everything. He's not really that handy. So, like, he has a drill, and he'll attempt to do stuff. But like on a scale of 0 to 100% on your how right was it the job you did, he's like batting 75. So it's like sometimes just someone else do it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like Zach, I feel like giving what I know about you, there's certain skills right now you don't have. So I just feel like when you were looking at the hinge on that door, you YouTubed it.
No.
And then you were like, I'm gonna call
You didn't
Kyle or
YouTube
my
it?
dad.
No, I didn't.
I would've-
That's just
I would've
not.
YouTubed it.
That's not correct at all.
What'd you do?
I went and bought a drill, and I had screws already at the house,
And then I
longer
YouTubed
screws. No, and then I fucking just took out the screws,
And now
put in
YouTube,
longer
how
ones,
to
and
charge
fixed
my
it.
drill.
It's just hinges. All you had to do was take out the screws and put in longer ones.
Is it like the actual?
The screws came loose, so the door was falling off.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like uneven on the hinge when you have to like realign them and shit like that.
No,
Like,
I
use a
literally
hammer
just had to take the
disable-
screws out and put in longer ones.
Oh, well, and that's
Literally, bam, bam,
so
bam,
Greggy
bam.
could do that. Greggy could do that.
If
I
Greggy can't
misunderstood-
do that, then like
I misunderstood what our.
We have a
task
problem.
Was. I misunderstood what our task was. I'll wear that. I'll wear that on the chin. I misunderstood the task.
About a DeWalt drill too. Good brand.
But yes, you are correct. I'm definitely not handy whatsoever. I can do some stuff, but if it comes to like anything outside of like very, very basic shit, I'm gonna ask for either help or YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Just because
YouTube, man.
Hey, there
You
ain't
ever
no
look at that-
shame in the YouTube game.
No,
there's
no
also
shame.
one thing I live by is I'm gonna do it once and I'm gonna do it right. Do it right the first time. I'm not gonna do it once and fuck it up trying to be a hero. Be like, oh, I can fucking do it. I know what I'm doing. And
That's
then,
me. I try. And
Josh
I
is
fuck
a
it up.
stubborn, most stubborn person I've ever met, besides my dad.
Fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then I do it again and do it right the second time.
Is there an example of like what,
That's how you
what
learn.
you've done in the house?
Like, you know all the curtain rods in my house?
Yeah.
Big old holes behind them. You know
I've noticed that.
You know that knife magnet? Yeah. That's me fucking up the first time. Then I get super duty like anchors to like get it to work second time.
Yeah.
I actually noticed that. I was like, what fucking idiot put those holes in the wall?
Like, Josh, you pay for that shit, bro? You pay
No.
for that? Get your money.
Another one. You know the magnet where I put all my knives, like my kitchen knives in my
Yeah.
kitchen?
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a nom behind that. It's you would never know because it's like blocking it, but like it's
I do
fucked.
love that magnet though. That is fucking cool.
Yeah, it was hard to
cool-ass
put in.
magnet.
It sucked to put in.
You know what else? Never mind.
You know, it sucks hard to put in. The ending of this podcast.
Anyways.
We got crooners to.
I will not tell you about my sexual escapades last night, but anyways.
Whoa.
It was a joke about being hard to put it in, you
Oh.
fuck.
Okay.
Anyways, that's Second Round
Pause.
Podcast. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell them about us, tell them how you hate us, tell them how you just wasted an hour and a half of your life. You can do all those things. Fun fact is only going to be a 40-minute pod. But anyways, either way, love you all very much. Thank you so much for listening. Second Round Pod. This is me, Matt Hags. This is Josh, Sauce Boss, Jaylee Baby, Mike the Bike, and Zack.
If this video gets 1,000 likes, we'll film Greggy beating the shit out of Hags.
Done.
You're not even looking at the camera, Mike.
Live
You're
on
looking
live.
at the fucking...
I'm pointing to all of you.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers.
It's like when you're doing a WWE promo when he's just looking the wrong way.
Yeah.
They cut to the wrong camera. Yeah.
You ever see that Steve Brule interview where he keeps going back and forth like it's parody, but like he keeps trying to catch the camera that's on him,
The podcast over?
and then he flashing it back and forth.
No, I haven't.
Thanks for watching.
Jeez.